On MSU Inside Out, I guess, and we're going to do some Beaver basketball live here at the MSU Dome with the entire MSU Inside Out class. And joining me is going to be our color people for tonight. It's going to be Derek Hackett.
Hey there, Kyle. Thanks for having me, buddy.
No problem. And the one that everybody knows all the time, Juan Vadell.
All the time.
It's great to be back for another exciting MSU game.
I need to rep my name better, I guess.
I know. You know, we're going to have the national anthem here very soon. So we're going to have the national anthem coming up very quick. As soon as Lawrence Francis is going to say the NSIC Creed, which is every single game. Juan, you remember that? The Creed all the time?
Of course. It has to be said before every NSIC game. So
Fran's been doing a great job of it this year, and this will be her second to last time doing it here, at least.
Yep. And they always normally choose a senior to do it. So it's honors basically for all around our state, or I'm sorry, all around the conference in the NSIC.
Several states in that conference.
Yes.
Everywhere the northern sun hits.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't noticed, they're wearing their pink jerseys tonight because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Night here at the Dome. We're going to have the national anthem here coming up here very soon, and we're going to get ready here for a national anthem here, brought to you by a Minot State student here. Let's get ready, Derek and Juan. All right, that was the national anthem there. Kyle Patterson, Derek Hackett, and Juan Vadell here as we get ready to roll. I think we're going to do some pregame stuff now, and I think we're going to do some player of the games that we three think.
Kyle, why don't you kick us off? Who do you think is going to be the player of the game today?
Player of the game, well, I think today is going to be, for the women, is going to be Francesca DeAngelis, the franchise, as quoted by Derek Hackett. And, well, DeAngelis, she wasn't a starter at the beginning of the season, but she eventually started getting more role playing as coming off the bench as a sixth lady. After that, she's been on a tear as of late. And
spell tear and tear, the same thing. It's like reading red.
I guess, right. And right now, she's been scoring double digits almost every single time ever since she's been starting. Even when she was on the bench, sixth man, she was still getting double digits. But right now, she's been almost double digits every single game that she started since mid-season. I think that's going to be a main factor. Another factor is she is a racehorse. The coach has to take her out of the court, due to that she plays her hardest all the time, which is awesome, but sometimes she keeps pushing and pushing, and that's great for a Minot State player. Coming out, and she is an emotional player at that too. She brings the team up. When she gets in, there's a cannon. When she gets in, it's like a cannon shot, you know, it gets everybody going.
How appropriate.
I know.
How appropriate.
So that's my player of the game, Francesca DeAngelis.
And how about mine right here? Junior, I'm going to get away from the senior here, even though it is senior night coming up tomorrow. Carly Bogue, junior Carly Bogue, 6'2", out of Australia. She's been on a rebounding clinic, 11.3 rebounds per game up to this point this year. She's probably going to set the school record for rebounds per game, currently at 10.7 with just a few games left here. And she now actually leads her team as long as the NSIC in rebounds completely, both per game and total rebounds. 249 rebounds so far this year. That's third best in the Minot State University's history, a record that's over 10 years old so far. She's only 13 away. She could probably break that tonight if she gets to that point.
I think it's going to happen tonight, honestly.
She's real close. She opens the perimeter for all of her shooters. She demands so much attention down low in the paint. So Sakara Molina, Amanda Sandsaver, and even sometimes Lawrence Francis from the corner, they get a lot of open looks thanks to Carly Bogue. And she's really consistent, double-doubles. She sneezes and she scores double figures in both rebounds and points. She's a really consistent player and probably the staple to this offense and defense.
Who's inside? Let's go to mine. Sakara Molina. This is one of my favorite players on the basketball court at any given time. She shows on-court leadership. She's averaging the most minutes out of every player in the game. She's been in the system for all 4 years of her career. She also gets a digit. She's at 957 points, career points for Minot State. The athlete should be the 12th girl to reach 1,000 points if she can make it this season. And she's consistent both on offense and defense. You see the steals. You see she has the highest free throw percentage in the game, and she's the most consistent.
Well, Kyle, here. We're ready for the jump out.
I think we're actually going to do jump outs. Carly Bogue, and there it goes straight to Safransky.
Safransky, a broadcasting major for us here in Minot State, so she's really well known with us three anyways.
DeAngelis out the Molina on the right wing, trying to get some play, gives it to DeAngelis, tries to get her favorite spot right at the free throw line, but she almost lost control of the ball, but goes right back out here, the Molina. Molina, the Safransky. Remember, there's lots of seniors out there, 3 of them out there, and there is a good 3-ball by
Juan's
Molina.
girl right there, Sakara Molina, a couple feet behind the arc. Great shot by Sakara, and that's what she does.
And she has range. If you give it to her underneath the basket, if you give it to her 5 feet out from the line, she will hit the shot more often than not.
Look at the other side now. Gets it underneath here for
Great defense by Carly Bogue.
There she is. We have one other. That puts her at 250 on the year, and the Beavers going with transition ball, Kyle.
Yeah, pass a little too high from Sakara Molina to Lauren Safransky.
Look out, baseline pass coming up here for the Beavers. I forgot, it's Beaver versus Beaver tonight.
Beavers versus Beavers.
Beaver basketball.
The Beaver
the
basketball.
Beaver Bowl. The Beaver Classic.
Going the other way here for Bemidji now. It's going to give it outside here to Lee. Lee's going to try to get the play in the middle. Passes back outside left wing. Gets it underneath. Got clogged up there by quite a few Beavers, though, on the pass.
Alicia Jones there, right there on that backside help. That is great sagging defense by Alicia Jones, or help side defense, I'm sorry, by Alicia Jones.
And you're getting that guard down in the paint for some defense. That's always nice to see.
Yeah.
McKee's doing the baseline pass here for Bemidji. Going up for 3 of their own for Bemidji, right into the hands of Alicia Jones.
And the Bemidji has been struggling from the three-point line. They're only shooting 27% this year from beyond the arc. I talked to the assistant coach from the Bemidji Beavers earlier before the game. He said that last year they're up at 17th in the nation for three-point average and 5th in the nation for free throw average. They do not know where that came from because they only graduated 1 shooter last year.
No doubt that's going to fall off after that last one. And Carly Bogue, almost automatic from the line here, Kyle.
Just like our almost whole Minot State Beavers crew. In fact, the whole NSIC is absolutely great at free throws. Minot State, I think, is at 74% on the year, and Bemidji State is at 69.
2 free throws right there by Bogue. She has 2 points on the game. That last fall on Bemidji was on Shannon Thompson, and the Bemidji gets a chance to answer here.
Look like Minot State is putting a little early pressure on the ball. Not quite a half-court defense, but they are pressuring the point guard, making sure she's getting an early pass out.
2 points for Morgan Lee right there for Bemidji Beavers. Going the other way now, it's 5-2. The Minot State Beavers are in the lead.
Morgan Lee's the highest average scorer on this Bemidji State team. She is one of the big 3 to watch on this Bemidji State team.
From her spot.
Also the defending NSIC Player of the Week. First time Bemidji had an NSIC Player of the Week since 2009.
Going at the top of the key here now, the Altop. Altop's good to go by the free throw line. She makes it right there. She gets her 2 points. And it's now 5-4 with 18:03 left to go here. Remember, our Beavers do not have a clock, so we have to keep reminding them the time for how much time's left in the half. Safransky goes outside to Speedy Jones out in the midcourt. Back to Safransky. She's going to take her own 3 for Safransky off the mark, and it's fight for it underneath and rebounded by Molina after the hustle. Safransky top the key to Jones. Back outside to Molina. Molina tries to drive with the middle, gets a good play, just a jump shot off the rim. Fight for it underneath, but it's picked up by Bemidji.
You know, at the media luncheon today, Sheila Coach Green Girding was talking about Lauren. She doesn't get the sexiest points, but she's definitely the hardest worker out there. She has to guard the strongest girl on the opposing team.
She's definitely the grunt, and without the grunt, you know, she may be overlooked, but without her, the team could likely fall apart.
Back outside is Safransky. Safransky's trying to go up, and she's fouled on the way up. She has 2 shots coming up for Safransky.
A little slow going right away for the Beavers here. Usually they come out a little bit quicker, but maybe they're well matched by this Bemidji State team.
Foul was on Allison McKee. That's her first personal second team foul for the Bemidji Beavers. See, Lauren Safransky's at the line. So far, no points for her in this young game so far.
We're going to have to look for Alicia Jones and Sakara Molina, of course, to hopefully pick up the pace of this game, because that's kind of how they roll, as well as the men's Minot State team. They like a faster pace game.
And Coach Green Girding really likes to use about 9 players in the game. Morgan Close has been phenomenal coming off the bench, really consistent. Ever since Francesca started bumping up her play a little bit, she's seen less minutes, but she's still valuable to this team.
Yeah, but she has put 11 points in the basket over the past 2 games this weekend, so that's pretty crucial points there.
Almost
with the steals. Or I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Almost on the steal. I'm sorry. She's just there almost all the time. She's like, a fly attracted to the ball.
Baseline pass here for Bemidji. Top of the key here is going to be Thompson. Thompson trying to get the play in motion, shoots it back outside left side to Lee. Lee wants to pass it inside, but gets a screen, but under Safransky, going up for a bank was Morgan Lee. 2 points for her.
Just like that, we're all tied up with 16:40 left in the game, Kyle.
Looking at the other side now, Bogue in the corner. She tries to dribble underneath, double teamed almost, going up off the glass, but DeAngelis brings it right back out to set up a new play with a new shot clock. Top of the key to Jones, gives it to Safransky. To DeAngelis, trying to get outside to Jones, but he brings it back outside underneath the Bogue. Bogue going up underneath for the glass, gets 2 points.
And there's the power of Bogue. She took 2 power dribbles right into the basket, and that was about as easy as she's going to get tonight.
6'2", she's a little bit smaller than she was last year at this time, but losing that weight made her first step so much quicker, so much harder to defend.
3 of their own on the other side was Lee, rebounded underneath for Bemidji, gives it back outside to McKee. Going up for 3 for McKee and gets it. Allison McKee gets her first points of the game. Now Bemidji's in the lead over the Minot State Beavers. Now the Beavers trying to get the answer, Minot State trying to get the answer.
Yeah, you're going to have to specify this one. It might be tough for you.
This one's going to be interesting.
At least you're never
Beavers
wrong.
1, Beavers 2.
You're never wrong, so.
Going up underneath the Jones, wide open, gets a layup.
That's what Speedy Jones can do. She can drive that lane when Carly clears out some space, and she's so quick.
Other side now for the other Beavers, I guess, Beaver 2. Going out to McKee. McKee gives it outside top of the key for the Lee. Lee's going to go up for a jump shot while moving at the same time, but rebounded easily by Bogue and Molina. Gives it outside to Safransky. Safransky trying to go up for a layup, gets it.
There she is, workhorse Safransky, always running hard and plays well with her left hand.
Looks like we have a timeout 30-second timeout by the Bemidji Beavers. Geez, that's going to be hard to say. It is 12-9, 15:03 left. What do you say for the first 5 minutes here for the game for both sides, I guess?
Well, I think Minot State has to speed it up a little bit. It's not too bad, but it looks like they're getting really good, nice inside play. They're getting the ball to Carly Bogue. They're kicking it out. They're getting offensive rebounds. They're making hustle plays. It's 12-9. It's really early in the game, so I think if they continue, they can continue to maybe pull ahead a little bit further.
No fouls so far, though, for the Minot State Beavers.
Well, that's always a good point to make, and that's really what's going to be the key. If they can keep Carly and Francesca out of foul trouble, they really do have a shot. Francesca, only 5'8", playing the 4 today, so she's going to have to man up, post up against a pretty small Bemidji State team.
We have Kingsbury in now, and also looks like, cannot see who that is.
That's Morgan Close.
Yep, Morgan Close is in. So we got some subs in. DeAngelis is out.
They're switched to a 2-3 zone defense with hard pressure on the top.
Bemidji goes out to the left corner here for Thompson. Top of the key, gives it outside here to McKee. McKee tries to get underneath the basket, but shoots it back outside to the top of the key.
This 2-3 zone really works well when Savannah Kingsbury's in there because she provides so much height.
Yep, and it keeps Carly Bogue on the outside of the perimeter. It keeps her not in the middle and able to D people up because, I mean, she can't just guard in the middle. She can guard all over the court.
Beavers playing good defense, or excuse me, Minot State was playing good defense. The shot clock ran down to 3, but here going up the other side for the Beavers, going up for Bogue, and she's fouled on the way up. 2 more shots coming up for Carly Bogue. She already has 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Gets to toe that line again, and this is great for her because her shot's so smooth. These are almost automatic, as they should be. That's why they're called free.
Yep, it's great for Minot State as a whole, actually shooting 72% on the year.
Emily Cogg had that fall, first personal, 3rd team fall, and the last free throw was made by Bogue. She's 3 for 3, trying to make it 4 for 4. Missed that one, a little air ball, did not touch it, so with that, it's going to be baseline pass coming up here.
Maybe I spoke too soon on Carly's part.
She's 3 for 4 right now,
you
75%.
leave a little light every now and then. You can't be perfect from the stripe every game.
Look at that zone by the Beavers, by Minot State, going the other way now for Bemidji. Bemidji gives it out for a long 3 coming up for Bemidji, did not get it, racing for the ball, finally picked up by Thompson. Thompson gives it outside to the right wing here to Althoff.
She has
trying to get up.
Very strange rotation on that ball.
For the shot?
Yeah, it's very strange. It's almost sideways.
That's kind of weird.
Minot State playing that hard at the top and soft on the wings 2-3 defense. They're gonna test that 3-point shooting from Bemidji. You know, as I said, they're coming in with 27% 3-point shooting, which is very, very poor. You can't win many games shooting that.
Scar Molina picks up her first foul there. First personal, first team foul for Minot State. Baseline pass coming up for Bemidji. Coming up for 3 points, gets it, is Morgan Lee for Bemidji. It's all knotted up at 3 now. Excuse me, that was a long 2 they counted it as for Morgan Lee.
There's Morgan Lee scoring like she does. She's been really hot as of late for Bemidji State Beavers.
6 points for her so far for the game. Kingsbury, top of the key, gives out to Molina. Molina backs it back outside, wants to get in the middle, gets outside the Bogue. Bogue underneath the Kingsbury. It looks like there's foul though on one, looks like on Bemidji. They're gonna call it.
It's gonna be tough for Kingsbury inside the circle there with so much weight and height down there at the bottom of the block.
Physically, she's much smaller, yeah.
Bogue wants that one back as she almost got rolled right off the rim, but picked up by Bemidji. Going the other way now, knotted up at 13 apiece. 13 minutes left to go. Going up underneath, and there's some points for Emily Cogg. She gets her first points for Bemidji.
And first lead of the game by Bemidji.
Actually second, I believe. That was only by 1, but now they're up by 2. Gives it back outside. Going up for 3. Got it!
Back.
Morgan close. Wide open for a 3 ball.
6th Man of the Year contestant right there. She's been great coming off the bench for the Beavers.
And I'm loving the Minot State full court press right here. With they're kind of coming at it a little soft every now and then, but once it's time, I don't know. I'm sure the coach has predetermined once we hit a 3, once we hit a big 2, once we have once we tie it up, hop into that really, really hard full court press, and that's what they did this last time. They broke it, but they will continue to do that the rest of the game. And I think it will start to get under the Bemidji State's skin here later on in the game.
Bemidji now gets it top of the key, gives it outside here the Reichert, excuse me. Outside to right wing here, the McKee. Going around the baseline, going up for a long 3 and gets it is Morgan Lee. She has 9 points for the game so far.
Might as well clear the floor for Bemidji Beavers. It's Morgan Lee all day.
She's been the lead scorer so far for both teams. For both Beavers, gives it to Jones now. The Bogue powering her way through, gets it right back in her hands, and she's fallen on the way up. Look at that, Bogue's getting a lot of falls.
Real persistence down low. She has some big bodies to go against, but she's not backing down, that's for sure.
She's normally getting up and getting fouled on the 2nd or 3rd try.
The last fall was on Jesse Altoff. That's going to be the first personal 5th team fall. So 5 falls already for Bemidji Beavers. And Bogue makes that one. She is now 4 for 5 from the charity stripe.
It's hard to win when you give up free points like that.
Substitutions coming in. Looks like we have Kate Warmack back in. And also, let's see, Melissa Youngblood in for the Bemidji Beavers. Bogue trying to make her free throw again and gets it. She is on fire from free throw land. 18-18, all knotted up with 12-16 left. Bemidji is going to go the other way now. Let's see who's in here. It's going to be Reichert. Reichert gives it all the way to the other side here to Youngblood. Youngblood at the top of the key gives it underneath here to Cogg. Cogg, top of the key, tipped there almost by Jones. Was tipped by Jones, but picked up by Bemidji. Shot clock at 10. Try and get underneath here. Fight for it underneath, and Kingsbury gets it, not the sophomore.
Kingsbury getting physical down there. We haven't seen that much this year yet.
Yeah, it looks like she read that play before it was even happening. She saw the open man, read the pass, and picked it off right as it was going to her.
Kingsbury could add some points there after that pick off by her, but it went off the rim a little too hard, and with that, it's going the other way for Bemidji. Up top the key now. Tries to pass underneath, going up for a free throw shot practically. It was Kate Warmack.
Man, uncontested. I'm not sure how they could just let that happen.
Jones.
Warmack, one of the big 3 that you're going to have to look for this season. She's got 30 blocked shots on the season. That's just about as much as the Beavers have total as a team.
Going out to Close now. Close under pressure, gives out to Jones. Jones going up for a layup, off the mark, but rebounded there by their own Emily Reichert.
That was a great fake pass she gave on the drive to free herself up, but just a little too hard on the layup.
Looking up for a long 3 once again. For Lee, did not get it. Fight forward, rebound underneath.
Boy.
Going to Molina. Wide open to DeAngelis. Outside here, the Jones. Lost control of it, brings out outside, but intercepted there by Kate Warmack.
That was a beautiful potential play. It turned pretty ugly real quick.
As it's going now the Bemidji way, as they are up by 2 points in the first with 10 minutes left. Going up for Hogg again for a 2. Same spot, 2 more points.
Found a vulnerability in that zone defense. Beavers going to have to find something to contest that.
Kate Warmack's a ball. She's a scorer. She's averaging 11.1 points a game, so you cannot give her that free throw basically look.
DeAngelis from her spot in the corner gets it.
Not to be outdone, Francesca DeAngelis takes a personal shot by going from the same spot.
That's her spot and always has been her spot ever since we've been broadcasting these games. Going at top of the key now. Left side to Lee, gives it underneath the Hog. She's been on fire. Going at top of the key now for Lee again for a 3 off the mark. Fight forward underneath for Speedy Jones. Gives it outside here for Morgan Close. The DeAngelis. DeAngelis going up for a layup off the mark, rebounded by Molina. Molina's going to set up the play again. Shot clock did reset. Going underneath the Close. Close back outside the Molina. Left wing. Top of the key here, the Jones. Jones to Kingsbury. Going DeAngelis from her spot and got it.
DeAngelis 2 in a row. 33 right from that soft elbow spot. That's one of the easiest and best shots to make.
All knotted up at 22 again. Biggest lead of the game has been 4 for Bemidji. Minot State was up, I believe, by at least 4-2 early in the game. Substitutions coming in, guys. It looks like it's going to be a full timeout. Excuse me, it's media timeout. We have a media timeout now. So media timeout, I think we're going to probably send it down to somebody as we see what happens here. But right now it's 9:18 left here in the first half, 22-22.
It looks like Safransky, Amanda Sandsaver, and Carly Bogue are going to enter the game on this media timeout so far.
It's been quite a game so far. DeAngelis heated up, but then on the other side of the ball, so did Emily Cog, excuse me. Excuse me, that was Warmack that was starting to heat up. My bad.
There's Rick Hedberg, athletic director at Minot State University. Hard-working man there. I don't think he takes a day off.
9:18 left here. They're going 22-22 here. 5 personal fouls here for Bemidji, only 2 for the Beavers. Looking at points so far, we have 9 points for Morgan Lee, 2 points for Shannon Thompson, 4 points for Kate Warmack, 2 more points for Jesse Altoff, and then we have 2 points for Emily Cog for Bemidji Beavers. Well, looking on the other side for the MSU Beavers, we have 3 points for Safransky, 3 for Sakara Molina, 3 for Morgan Close, 2 for Elisa Jones, 4 for Francesca DeAngelis, and 2 more for Carly Bogue. But you can't, excuse me, Carly Bogue, you can't forget her, as she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 free throws right now for Carly Bogue. So with that, Carly Bogue has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has 7 points on the game so far for Carly Bogue.
Sometimes, the team needs you to step up and fill a certain role, and she's been given free throws, so that's what she's been taking. And, you got to get your points. You got to get the team's points somehow, and if they're giving you free throws, you have to make them.
As we get ready for a baseline pass here. Going up underneath, trying to get the play off, but fouled underneath. Looks like it's going to be on Close. As we see what they're going to say. Is it going Close? Yep, Morgan Close. Gets her first personal, thank you. First personal and their second team foul.
And looking at the first half, Bemidji State statistics in the first half, they went 10 for 10 on field goals at 55.6%. They've gone 28.6, just a point over their season average on three-pointers, 2 for 7, and they've actually not shot a free throw this entire game.
Both Minot State guards playing all 11 minutes so far. Sakara Molina and Speedy Alicia Jones, not getting much rest out there. And
the ball went out of bounds there from after the free throw by Minot State Beavers, so Bemidji gets right back after 2 free throws. Going up here for a long 3 and gets it is Shannon Thompson.
Once again, the Bemidji State Beavers take their lead, 4-point lead now with just 9 minutes to play.
Going up for 3 on the other side.
Uh-oh.
Did not get it, but now they're getting away on the other side. It's going to be Bemidji going up 4 here, it looks like. Was Thompson going up underneath, bounce pass underneath here, going outside here, that Cog.
You have to give Morgan Close some credit getting back on defense after that rebound. They looked like they had numbers for Bemidji State, but Morgan Close got back there to help Safransky defend that goal or the basket.
Did they make that last basket, by the way?
They did not.
Nope, we have an over
Pay
the
attention,
back.
man.
An over the back on Kate Womack down below for the Minot State ball.
Real active players in this one, Kate Warmack and Carly Bogue. Sort of not surprised about that,
Nope,
boys.
it's going to be a complete battle down below this entire game.
Going the other way now here for Minot State. Bounce pass underneath the Bogue. Bogue dribbling up underneath, trying to power her way through. Goes up for 2 points, off the mark. She gets her own rebound, but lost control of it. Fight for it underneath. It's going to be picked up by Bemidji.
It's hard to score on Kate Warmack, but Carly Bogue has the edge on athletic ability, but just that time, too much Warmack for Carly Bogue to take care of.
Missed shot there by one of the Beavers, but then Warmack gets another 2 points for her. She's starting to heat up 6 points for her so far.
6 points in the past 3 or 4 minutes.
Looks like we have a timeout, though, on the board by Minot State. I think it's going to be like a 30-second timeout since they are down by 6 now. They haven't scored yet after the timeout.
Really put a cog in their wheels, so to speak. They're going to probably try something new here to get something going. I suggest working the perimeter a little bit with Sakara, or Morgan Close's been shooting fairly well so far.
Indeed, Minot State is getting good shots. They're just not finishing. They've had a couple open layups. They've had a couple open look threes. They just need to dial in and make those crucial shots.
After that timeout, see what the coach is going to do as they are down by 6. With 8:10 left to go here in this first half. Their records, I don't even know what their records are. Minot State's 11-11 with 7-11 in the NSIC. They're 8-5 at home, guys. So once again, a winning record at home for the past how many seasons under Sheila Green-Gerding?
Sheila's been here for 18 long years, only had 3 losing seasons so far in all 18, and one of those came last year.
And they're all with Minot State, though, all her seasons. Boom! Gets 2 points right there.
There she is.
So with that, she's now up to 9 points for Bogue. Trying to answer now on the other side is Bemidji.
They're trying to move that ball quickly to try to get the Beavers off sides and not paying attention, but it didn't quite work this time.
Off the foot of a Beaver. Oh, that's a Beaver. They're all Beavers.
Molina really quick on that, though. You see that really quick, that really fast switch. They switched defenders, and she's just too fast. She kicked the ball right out.
Here we go for the baseline pass coming up for Bemidji.
Like I was saying earlier, Sheila Green-Gerding, 18 years here at Minot State, 313 for wins, 209 losses.
That is an astronomical number.
And all with Minot State, as you have to might add.
She came from Montana and just ran with this program.
Now getting underneath here, the Warmack. Warmack trying to get 2 more points, did not get it rebounded, though, by Francesca DeAngelis, the franchise. Going outside to Molina. Molina wants to give the ball, gives it back outside. The Sandsaver's in. Sandsaver, the Safransky. Safransky trying to get the play in motion. She has to get rid of it, gives it to Bogue. Bogue powering her way through against Warmack, and she gets a foul there. 2 more shots coming up for Bogue. Honestly, Bogue's getting a lot of shots off. Even if she's not making it in the basket, she's making the free throws. Foul was on Warmack. That's going to be her second personal. And 7th team foul. We are in the bonus, guys.
And we're seeing number 40 toe that line. Far too much for Bemidji State's comfort, I'm sure, with just 7 minutes left to play in the first half.
She makes that one. She has only missed 1 free throw so far. Makes that one for 2. Tried to, nope, did not make it. So with that, she is 1 for 1 on that shot, and I just jinxed her.
Yeah,
on the other side.
Rule number 1, man, don't state the obvious until it's over.
Right? Go the other way, Thompson. Thompson for 3! Got it!
Right in Molina's face.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that was a dagger right in the heart of Sakara Molina. She might take that personally, though. She's a very emotional player.
She's not going to like that. We'll expect her to come right back at it here pretty quick.
Safransky, top of the key now to DeAngelis. DeAngelis tries to pass it underneath the Bogue, but bad pass. Went off the foot of Bemidji.
Before DeAngelis started her scoring tear, where she consistently got double digits in scoring, I asked her what her motivation was. She said coach told her to stop passing the ball. She seems to make stupid passes. Her words, not mine. But she's much better player when she just shoots rather than tries to shot.
You usually want to pass the ball for the team.
It's a little bit opposite, but the stats prove it. It's been working for Franny.
Carly Bogue gets her first personal and 4th team foul.
Franchise sure can take over a game when she wants to, as said by Sheila Green. The hyphen, I'm sorry, Gerding.
Sheila the hyphen Gerding. Green Gerding.
Green Gerding. Says that when she, if Francesca wants to take over a game, she easily can. And when she gets on, when she dials in and she gets into her groove, she is absolutely unstoppable.
Going up for her second free throw is Jessie Altoff. She missed her first one, and she makes that one for Altoff. Going the other way now for the Beavers, the Minot State Beavers, for Sandsaver. Safransky going up underneath, pass it back outside the Bogue for 2, gets it.
Beautiful teardrop shot from Carly Bogue.
Great pass by Lauren Safransky. She penetrates the baseline and then gives it to her for that easy run, and basically running up to the basket, bunny head shot.
Beavers get down early, and there's 3 points right there by Shannon Thompson.
They're going to have to find a way to shut down Shannon
three-pointers.
Thompson. That is her 3rd three-pointer in the past couple minutes.
She's matching every 2 with 3, and that equals more points, and that's how you win games, if I can state the obvious, gentlemen.
Minot State getting behind a little late in this first half. Bounce pass underneath the Bogue. Bogue's good. Gets swallowed
Look at
up.
how much attention she gets when she's in the paint.
Looks like it's going to be 3 seconds in the lane for Carly Bogue. By the way, thank you to our sponsor tonight, Spicy Pie.
Seems like that.
Spicy
Seems
Pie.
like that wasn't the ref to be calling that 3 seconds in the lane, but
I guess. Well, I didn't see it. It was close, but
yeah. Well, the baseline ref was standing there, kind of looking like, and you know, the ref at the top of the key called that 3-pointer or that 3 seconds.
going the other way now for Bemidji.
Sorry to
No, don't
sorry
worry
to
about
interrupt your plug, Derek. What's up? Oh,
That
my
was-
There's a
That was
2-pointer.
Kyle's plug there.
2-point by Jesse Altoff right there. They're starting, everybody on the Bemidji side starting to heat up as they are up by 10 points now with 5:20 left to go in the first half.
This is a completely different second half or first half than we've seen.
And there's Molina for 3.
Molina wanted to gain some of that ground back, and she does it.
2 3-pointers for her.
Only a matter of time before she started to turn it on.
Indeed. She hit that 10 mark, and she got a little antsy, and you can hear her on the floor screaming and yelling at her teammates to get them in position as we were talking about that leadership on the court from Sakara Molina.
She's unbelievably emotional. She wears her heart on her sleeve.
Oh,
and
she got a really good technical this last weekend in Sioux Falls. Never seen her get a technical before, but the refs made a bad call, and she let the refs know it.
Jones, after a good defensive stop by the Bemidji, to travel there on Bogue.
Lady Beavers won both games on the road this past weekend, so they're looking to keep that winning streak alive here as they take on, well, the Beavers.
I think it's time for a Spicy Pie plug. Spicy Pie, they have delivery now, I heard.
They do deliver now, and they actually catered our pre-production meeting today. I tell you what, nothing
Delicious.
made 20 people happier than about 6 pizzas and about 10 grinders.
Thank you to Spicy Pie to make this broadcast possible here on KMSU Channel 19 and the delicious food. Given outside now, back to the basketball to Bemidji. Bemidji almost intercepted by Safransky. Wants it back, but going up for a long 2, and there's 2 points there by Jesse Altoff.
Field goal percentage climbing here for the Bemidji Beavers.
7 points for Altoff. Going the other way now for Minot State. Top of the key to Jones. Jones taking her own 3 off the mark. Too powerful. Rebounded by
Looks like she's
Bogue.
forced
Bogue trying to get up. Did not get it. Fight for it underneath, and it's going to go Beavers' way. Excuse me, Minot State's way.
Sakara Molina with the hustle play there was in the mix. I'm not quite sure who the ball actually came off of, but our guess is as good as the professionals down there on the court.
Biggest lead of the game so far. It was been 10 for Bemidji. Jones gets it underneath here. They're close. Underneath the wide open Bogue.
Beautiful pass.
You
by
cannot
Close.
let that happen if
As
you're Bemidji.
she draws 2 defenders and gives it to Bogue for the easy 2.
Now they are down by 7 points. 4:03 left to go here in the first half before halftime. Top of the key for Bemidji, going up for 3 and gets it is Allison McKee. That's her second 3-pointer of the game. She has 6 points for the game.
They're
And
almost unstoppable beyond the arc on this one.
That high percentage shooting of last year starting to show in this game for the Bemidji State Beavers. They have had a slump as of lately from the 3-point arc, but they seem to be doing fine tonight.
underneath the Bogue. Bogue's going to try a power way 3, but back outside to Safransky. Safransky, top of the key now to Jones. Jones gives it to Bogue. Bogue driving up in the middle for the layup and the fall.
Count it.
Classic 3-point play coming up here. She has a chance to get a free throw. They need it as they are down at 8 points now, trying to make it back to 7.
How many trips to the line has she had so far, Kyle?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 8.
Wow.
And she's 6 of 8 so far.
I'll take those numbers.
Very.
Absolutely.
3:25 left to play in the first half.
The ref stops play and talks to Bogue for a second. I'm not quite sure what that was about, but
Little pep talk. Down by 8. She needs it.
Hit the rim, but it was too short by a
that should
lot.
be Minot State ball.
I didn't see who they counted it towards.
That is
I
who
believe
it's
it should
gonna-
be Minot State ball.
Yep.
Long rebound, can't control it.
Once again, we are in a tough NSIC division. I was talking to Gary Walhog during one of my broadcasts for my senior project, and he was saying this division's tough as everybody had a winning record last year in this division.
For the Beavers.
Now going outside here, it looks like we have, let's see, Close back to Jones. Jones to Close. Close, they're playing a little man-to-man. Close two on the side. Because of the Safransky. Safransky going to try to go up for her 2 points. Did not get it rebounded easily, though, by Bemidji. Steal there by Molina.
On the
fight
hustle,
for it underneath. Gives outside the Close. The Jones. Jones get to set up play. 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Safransky trying to get the play set up. Got to get some points. The Molina. Molina powers way through. Did not get it. And it's going to go Minot State way.
Well, that was silly.
See, and that's the little inexperience there by Kingsbury. She should have rolled and been in the lane right there for an easy bounce pass, but she set the screen, stood there, and Molina had nowhere to go with it when she got to the basket.
Jones.
Kingsbury's just a freshman. She'll learn that. She'll probably also beef up a little bit to play a little bit of a more forward role for this Beaver squad.
Safransky trying to get it up under all the way to the other side of
pass.
Close for 3. Did not get a fight for it. The shot clock did go off, but it's rebounded by Bemidji. Senior night tomorrow. Tonight's breast cancer awareness, as they were in their pink uniforms. Going up for a long 2 was going to be Lee. Still going to go the other way, though. Thank you to Spicy Pie to make this broadcast possible. On KMSU Channel 19, Kyle Patterson, Derek Hackett, and Juan Vadell here doing some play-by-play in color.
2:23 left to play as they inbound the ball here, Kyle. It's crunch time before halftime.
And they missed shot there, I believe. Oh, I didn't see what happened there.
It was a travel.
Travel? Okay, travel there. And with that, they're down by 8 points. The biggest lead was 10 points by Bemidji.
Here we go. The starters coming back in here. Kingsbury is out. Bogue is back in.
I think Coach needed to talk to Bogue, I think, and cool her off, I believe.
Leaving Close in, see if she can eye up a couple more three-pointers here before the end of the half.
DeAngelis has not been in for a while, as it's going the other way now for the Beavers. Jones calling the play. Went off the foot of Bemidji. Still going to be Beavers ball with 2:11 left. Beavers down by 8. Need to get close to that point total. Less than 8 would be great to get into the locker room at half. Molina trying to set up a play. Looks like she's confused on the play. Gives it outside the.
It looks like you got everybody out of position there.
The Bogue going underneath the power and it through. Trying to get her back her rebound. Gives it right bounce past Safransky.
That's a cute pass.
Jones driving underneath the Bogue for 2 points. Gets it.
Beautiful.
Chicken soup out of chicken poop there.
You can't lose track of Carly Bogue if you're Bemidji State. You need to remember where number 40 is at all times, because she will do that.
She has had many open bunny shots here in this first half.
Going the other way now for Bemidji to Thompson. Thompson outside the McKee. McKee left wing to Valley. Fight for it, and there's Bogue with a steal. Bounce pass underneath the Jones. Jones is trying to go for it, and she has fallen on the way up. 2 shots coming up for Alicia Jones.
Free throws for Minot State University Beavers is good at any, no matter who's taking them.
And they're so far so good at free throws tonight. Well, Carly Bogue's on fire. Ball was on Allison McKee. Second personal, that is going to be the 9th team foul for Bemidji Beavers. Shut up for Jones and off the mark.
Good chance to make some points back before half here. You need to key in on those free throws.
She only has 2 points so far for Jones. 1, 2, 3 left to go.
Minot State looking to avoid the sweep against Bemidji State University this year. So far 0-1 and, well, 1 meeting.
Yeah, and this is because of the NCAA Division II. They never played together, actually, except for probably exhibition games. No, they would count that on there, too. So.
Full court pressure here by the Beavers.
Going up underneath here for. Rebounded by Bogue, though, as it was shot there by Althoff. Going the other way now. Beavers playing some good defense. Safransky passes back outside the Bogue. Left side to Close. Close wide open, going up for 2 points off the mark. Is she fouled on the way, though?
Yes, it was a foul.
2 shots?
Yep.
Yep, coming up for Close.
That was a close one. I thought they were going to give a charge to her.
Foul was on. Emily Reichert, first personal, 10th team foul, double bonus for Minot State now.
Great defensive series there. They got the trap early up on the top of the right past the half court line, and Bemidji just had nowhere to go with it, and Bo came away with it.
3 points for Morgan Close so far. Only one three-pointer.
1 minute remaining. They cut the 10-point lead to a 5-point lead. Exactly what you want if you're Sheila Green-Gertie from your Lady Beavers.
As I was saying before, that full court press, they actually, at that time, they jumped into it, they pressed hard, and they got the turnover off of it at a very crucial point with 1 minute left in the first half.
Still one more free throw coming up for Close. Close gets it off the mark. Rebounded by Safransky. Brings it back outside to Molina, and again the play from the coach. Going to try to hold it here for the next minute. Outside, going up for Close for a three. Off the mark, rebounded by Bemidji with 47 seconds left. Shot clock at 28.
Minot State had plenty of chances there to come away with more points and go in the locker room a little happier, but they just couldn't put the ball in the hoop there.
35 seconds left. Intercepted there by Bogue. Bogue, the Molina. And 2 shots coming up for Molina. Getting some good falls off here as they are getting 2 shots, and their defense has been insane this last 3 minutes.
Ever since you jinxed Carly Bogue, I don't think a free throws went in for Minot State whatsoever.
That's
on you, Kyle. That's on you.
But we can all talk about this the breakaway game that Minot State has. Carly Bogue has been grabbing those balls right out of the middle, quick outlet pass, and we've been either at the stripe or in for an easy 2 every fast break.
She's been real hungry this season so far. And Sakara Molina finally drains a free throw to break them out of that. She might be the second Minot State University player to break 1,000 points this year, 12th in school history.
Going up again, gets that one. She has 8 points for the game. 42-39 now, 27 seconds left. No shot clock.
Full court press.
Nice. Oh, nice defense. No shot clock.
With the jump ball.
Good call with the jump.
Still going to go Bemidji way.
Yeah, but that still puts a lot of pressure on Bemidji State. That's the second time that they've gotten in trouble. Second time down the floor they've gotten in trouble with that full court press.
20 seconds left. No shot clock. Bemidji controls the ball. The Thompson, I think they're going to call. Oh, what happened? I did not see what the ball was. I'm looking.
Foul on number 42. Looked like getting a little too physical down there on the block with Savannah Kingsbury.
3 personal fouls for Kate Warmack in this first half.
And that's going to be a big headline coming up here into the second half.
They can't have her out of the game. Her and Morgan Lee are just about all the offense that they get.
13 seconds now to Jones. Jones, 10 seconds left, goes out to the right wing. Right wing, underneath, bounce pass underneath the Bogue. Bogue back outside to Close. Close good, take him for 3 with 3 seconds left off the mark. Rebounded though by Molina. Molina shoots it back up, fight for it, and no points by the Beavers. But they are only down by 3 points at the half.
Definitely an important comeback in the last 2-minute stretch of the first half for the Lady Beavers of Minot State. And Morgan Close, unfortunately, a little bit out of character on that corner nearest to our side.
That's definitely one of her best shots.
As we're going to have a coach post-game, halftime interview here coming up with Jamie, as we're going to have it in no time. And we are going to send it down to Jamie.
Last 3 minutes, and we need to keep that momentum and come out with a lot of energy in the second half.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and good luck the second half. All right, I'm Jamie Counts reporting back up to you guys up there.
All right, thank you, Jamie. Sorry for the audio problems.
Hey, I'm sure Sheila Green had plenty of good things to say and probably some bad things to say from that first half, because it really was a little bit back and forth basketball, appropriately so with 2 Beavers basketball players.
All right.
Well, they started just raining threes down there. The Bemidji Beavers did to pull up to 10. I think what kept the Minot State Beavers back in there was that heavy defense. Some key turnovers there at the end of the half, coupled along with fast break points and second chance points down here on the offensive end.
All right, I think we're going to get headed to a little break before we come back for the halftime stats. We'll have stats up here ready to go, and we'll get ready with halftime stats coming up. I think we'll be back about 2 minutes left before the half rolls up. So I think we're going to go break, and we'll be back here on KMSU Channel 19. As we're going to get ready to roll here, it is 42-39 with 150 left here to go at the half here. So they're still warming up. We're going to send it out to Jamie here very soon. So Jamie, I think we're going to, is she?
Tell me when I'm
All right, we're going to send it to Jamie right now for a little half game.
Hi, Jamie Council here. It's just about to start the second half of the game. It's great. It's a great game tonight. The Beavers are just behind, but hopefully they'll get them the second half. Sheila Green, I guess we're having some technical difficulties, so we missed some of that interview. But she said basically that they were scoring, and usually most teams get really hot and then cool down, but that didn't happen last time. Happened during the game, so hopefully they'll get them this half. Just play hard defense, and so yeah, just going in the second half here. And the Beavers, actually, we have great fans. We're ranked number 4th in the NSIC for women's basketball, so hopefully this has a pretty good second half. Back to you up there.
All right, thank you, Jamie. We're going to do the halftime graphic right now as we're going to get ready here for the halftime stats. Halftime stats coming up here. Right now, looking at halftime, there's the stats right there for the Beavers. Guys, take it away.
Well, Minot State shooting 56% from the field goal, and Carly Bogue 50% herself. Playing 15 minutes so far. She's 6 from 9 from the field, from free throws, and 4 offensive rebounds, along with 4 defensive rebounds. She has 8 right now. She only needs 5 more to tie Minot State's school record for most rebounds in a season.
How many points does she need for 1,000 or a school record?
Rebounds. Oh, rebounds. She needs 5 more rebounds to tie the school record at 200. I don't have the numbers directly in front of me here. 262 set in 1992 and 93 season with Nikki Burleson as Minot State's head rebound getter.
She has 18 points, Carly Bogue, too.
Looking at Bemidji State's quick first half stats. First half they went 17 for 30, 56.7% from the field goal percentage. They bumped up their 3-point percentage from 26 to 54.5%. That's 6 for 11, and they're 2 for 4 from the free throw stripe.
Getting back to the game here, looks like there's a violation on one of the Beavers.
So that one won't count there. Too bad. You don't see Speedy Jones shoot often. She usually just drives, but that one looked nice.
Thank you to Spicy Pie to make this broadcast possible, and the Spicy Halftime Show was brought to you by Spicy Pie, of course.
Looks like they were in that full court, and they just kind of laid off there as the ball got worked down.
And now going up for long 3, actually long 2 they counted it, but underneath, and it looks like there's a fall. Was it on Bogue?
Nope.
No, it was on the Bemidji. So it's going the other way for the Minot State, 42-39. Close game.
Morgan Close, not a real good first half from her. She went 20% from 3 points, and even worse, 1 for 6 for field goals in the first half, playing 14 minutes. Not the kind of production the Beavers are looking out of for Morgan Close.
Yeah, Francisca DeAngelis a little out of control. She puts it up too hard on the backboard there on that drive.
Now going the other way for Bemidji, trying to get some points here, as they're only up by 3. There's that 1 point. Their lead was 10 points. That's been the biggest lead of the game. Fight for underneath, goes to the top of the key, now going outside, going up for a long 3, but it was an air ball. It was a long 2, excuse me, and still it's going to be Minot State's way.
Sort of a high-scoring game from around the NSIC. Looking in at the scores around the NSIC, MSU Moorhead and St. Cloud are tied at halftime at 29 apiece. A little bit more action in this one.
A lot more action on this one for Minot State. Going up for underneath for Jones.
Speedy Jones drove it in there. They're using her speed to get underneath the basket, just could not finish it. Looks like they're going to get Francesca DeAngelis with the foul.
18:42 left here to go. Baseline pass coming up for Bemidji. 42-39 so far, scoreless. That's going the other way now, out top of the key, going the outside here to Thompson.
There was almost another steal by the Minot State Beavers. This full court press is kind of causing some troubles for the Minnesota State, or for Bemidji.
No points so far in the first 2 minutes. Going to go Minot State's way now.
And here's why I like that press, especially when you play the soft one. What you're going to do is you're going to press them. You're going to kind of show like you're going to press them, and then as they advance the ball, you're going to drop off, and they're going to think you're going to do that every time until you spring into action and trap them in an unpleasant position.
Bounce piece, pass, excuse me, another Bogue, and Bogue gets the first 2 points.
There she is at 20 now for the game.
Bounce pieces are fine as long as they end up in points for us.
True, that works. And we're only down by 1 now.
Exactly, and here's going
out the other way now.
Using that really, really aggressive defensive style, as she's kind of known for.
Jump ball.
When she came into this program 18 seasons ago, it was essentially left in shambles. It was almost an embarrassment program, and right out of the gates, Sheila Green-Girding makes this a winning team, a winning season right away.
And now Bemidji blocked there by Bogue on the baseline pass.
And you know what? It must be just Sheila Green-Girding's intensity. You know, the team kind of matches the coach's intensity. She's a very intense person. If you caught the last bit of that interview, she knows exactly what needs to be done. She knows exactly how the team is doing, and she knows the team well enough to figure out how to fix it. 2
shots coming up for one of the Bemidji Beavers. There's a fall there on. It looks like they called it on DeAngelis, which is going to be not DeAngelis. Did they call it DeAngelis?
Yep.
That's going to be your second personal, second team foul. Got made the first one there was, I don't see who's at the line, sorry.
Uh-oh. Looks like
it's going to be Morgan Lee.
Technical.
On whom?
I think on DeAngelis.
Franny letting her emotions get the better of her here. She's feeling a little emotional knowing that these are her final games coming up.
And that's 3 falls for her in no time. That's going to count on our Beaver fall. DeAngelis, Bogue's just smiling down there. Shot up, makes that one.
I wish I would have known what happened. I'm not quite sure. They were standing on the...
well, Franny got a technical foul.
Well, yeah, they were standing on the free throw stripe, and then all of a sudden she was being teed up. So, I'm just kind of curious. Maybe she said something. I don't know.
I'm sure she was contesting the call. Knowing Franny, she doesn't hold back her feelings or emotions too well.
That did look like an all-ball block shot instead of a foul.
Morgan Lee has been up the line 4 times now, and she is 3 for 3 just in this series. This is her 4th free throw in a row, and she misses that one. She made 3 in a row. She's 3 of 4 in just that free throw standing. That is not good for after the technical, as they scored 3 free points off of just free throws and not doing nothing.
Essentially a foul and a half, really, if you look at it.
Now Bemidji gets the ball right back anyway. With 17:30 left, going up for 3, extend that lead underneath, pops it back outside underneath, and then it's going to be a fall in the lane. In the lane, it's 3-second lane for Bemidji. So now Beavers are down by 4 after the technical by Franny.
Again, those wing refs kind of giving funny calls there.
Some manageable 4 points for the Beavers, however. They've seen worse, but I'm concerned that technical might have took some wind out of their sail.
Jones to Safransky, top of the key to Molina. Molina underneath the Bogue. Bogue going up underneath for basketball. She has 2 shots coming up.
And yes, Dirk, I think you're right. They do need some wind in their sails. Looks like everybody's looking a little complacent down there on the court, and that's what kind of happens when the game kind of gets slowed down. Minot State looks like with the men's and women's, they look like they kind of start to fall into that really, really slow-paced game, and it does not bode well for their game plan.
4 fouls there on Emily Koss. It's her 4th personal already.
It looks like their bigs are getting into some foul trouble. They just need to keep feeding Bogue, and hopefully she can come out with more 3-point plays and some free throws. Ooh, missing both of them there.
She looks a little confused as to why.
Going the other way now for Bemidji. Bemidji top of the key now. Tries to pass it underneath here to Warmack. Warmack back outside. Going up for a long three again and gets it finally is Shannon Thompson. She has 14 points for the game.
On a tear as of late.
Now back to a 7-point lead. This is not what the Beavers, the Minot State Beavers wanted, as they're only down by 3 at half. The game has flip-flopped drastically, and the momentum has changed going to Jones. Jones to Molina, top of the key, back to Jones. Jones back outside here to Molina. Skip all the way the other side to Close. Close driving up in the middle, going up for a jump shot off the mark. Rebounded easily by Bemidji with 16:25 left to go.
Since the opening 2 points, Minot State has struggled.
Oh, she banked it. It
Using
was
the glass to her
Thompson.
advantage. I don't think she meant to shoot it that hard, but it doesn't really matter at this point.
17 points for her.
Once you get on a roll, though, sometimes you just can't miss.
All of a sudden, the Lady Beavers from Minot State drop to another 10-point deficit.
They have only scored 3 points compared to the other side of the ball, which has scored 10. 10-3 run right now for Bemidji.
Their own rebound.
Jump ball going to go in favor for the Beavers, Minot State Beavers. Down by 10, the biggest lead of the game was 10, and now it's 10 again here in the second half by Bemidji. Baseline pass coming up. Is it back outside, going up underneath for Bogue,
It's about
gets
about as simple a play as you can get. Bogue faked one way, went the other, got the pass for the bunny shot.
My scorebook has been all Bogue.
She's a busy gal down in the paint.
And
there's another three by Thompson. Oh my goodness, she's on fire.
I think her eyes were closed with that one too.
So guess what? 9 points for her in the last 2 minutes of all threes.
Minot State's going to have to figure out a way to D up on her. They're leaving her open for the three-pointer.
Biggest points, biggest lead so far is 11, and that's right now by Bemidji. Fight for it. Molina under pressure. Brings it back outside. Molina travels.
Okay, there's a foul on the floor.
Bemidji playing physical basketball right now. Some subs coming in, guys, for Bemidji. Excuse me. We got a baseline pass coming up here for Jones. Jones, the Bogue, going up for a two and gets it.
You can shoot from anywhere, gentlemen. 15 minutes left in the ball game, and they need to turn it on, and it looks like Bogue's going to start that rally.
Bogue has 6 points. They're down by 9 now. 6 points in this half, excuse me. Yep. Down by 9.
Minot State has not been able to get into that.
They leave Thompson open again for a three-pointer and misses that one, but Jones is going to pick it right back up. Jones back to Safransky for two, gets it.
Safransky showing her work, and now we have some fast-paced basketball coming up here. Bemidji State Beavers don't want to slow it down this time. They're going to try to shoot from the perimeter.
Thompson, though, has been working it, and they keep her wide open. There's another 2 points for Jessie Altoff. She has 9 points for the game. First 2 points for her in the second half. 56-47 now back to the 9-point lead. Jones, 14-19 left to go. The Molina to Safransky. She has 5 points for the game. Outside the Molina. Molina wants to take three, goes up for a two. No foul call, just went out of bounds though.
I kind of wanted to see her take that three-point shot. That top of the key shot is a pretty consistent one, especially from Molina.
So now baseline pass coming up for Alicia Jones. Jones trying to get it, has to get it back outside, and it looks like a timeout there by Sheila Green-Girding. It's going to be a full timeout. Full timeout for Sheila Green-Girding. So we're going to, I think, just keep it up here as it's 56-47. So we got a 9-point game. It was a 3-point game at the half. So I don't know what happened before the half. The Beavers, a lot of things have been going downhill ever since well, I guess the technical happened.
Yep, they sat at the free throw line for 5 straight free throws. And
we're now at Jamie.
Okay, here, we're on right now, I guess. They didn't even let me know. Okay, I'm getting up here. Oh my gosh, I'm getting caught. So how's it going here in North Dakota?
Very well. Very, very well.
I think they switched. Okay, they're holding on. Okay.
I think we're back. We're just going to say we're back. There's Bog. Don't you love technical difficulties? Going up for close for 2 points. 4 points right away for the Beavers.
Close trying to improve her shooting average, and nothing's easier than a layup, so she's going to go with it that way.
Yep, and that's perfect coming out of the timeout with 4 straight points. That's looking strong for Minot State. Exactly what Sheila Green-Girding wants. 2
points there by Kate Warmack.
Warmack had 2 Minot State defenders on her. It did not matter. She makes a good move and gets the basket.
Going out top of the key, the Safransky. It's now back to a 7-point lead for the Bemidji Beavers. Now Molina playing some fast-paced football back to Close. Close on fight for it. Steal there right by Bemidji by Emily Reichert. She's trying to go for 2 points. Block shot by Close.
Oh, wonderful blocked shot by Morgan Close. She seems to just flip a switch at halftime, and she's now in the ballgame.
58-51, 13 minutes left to go here in this game. Beavers have been down by 11 points at one point. Actually, multiple points, 10 points, but now we're back to a 7-point deficit for the Minot State Beavers. Baseline pass back outside here, the Reichert. Reichert brings it back out, going up for a long three, and gets it is Allison McKee.
It seems like every one of these Bemidji players can just hit it from beyond the arc.
You want to test your mic, Juan?
Check.
There we go.
I think I'm in.
Jones going up for 2 points and gets it. Answers some of that 3 points.
With the runner across the lane.
So now going the other way for Bemidji. Minot State needs to play some defense if they want to stay in this game for the next 12 minutes. Getting out the Reichert. Reichert back outside the lead. Lee, the 3-point shooter. Actually, it's been Thompson on the other half. Gives it underneath here. Back outside. Shot clock at 9. Going up for 3 and gets it is Melissa Youngblood. That's her first points of the game.
I'm sorry, guys. I blinked, and all of a sudden it's a new Bemidji State Beavers shooting a 3-ball.
Back to 11-point lead for Bemidji.
As their assistant coach was telling me earlier in the game, they were at one point 17th in the nation for 3-point average and for free throw average. And they just recently this year have fallen off that mark. It looks like they're right back up on top of that mark again.
Bogue has been getting shots off, but not making them. She gets good shots.
Morgan gets the foul there too, so she's going to be towing the line.
And Morgan is going to have to step up and make some free throws. She missed a few of them earlier in the game.
Morgan Close is 0 for 2 right now. She has 5 points for the game, 2 in the second half alone.
Morgan Close going for the spicy pie free throw. I'm going to just interject that real quick.
That works, and she makes that one when you say spicy pie. You better say spicy pie again.
Spicy pie again.
Throws it in like a bread pillow.
A bread pillow.
Zappalos.
You know what?
Zapoli.
Zapoli.
Morgan Close delivers the free throws right there.
She's hungry.
I'm
not, because we had spicy pie first.
Spicy pie is delicious. Actually, it's really delicious. The pizzas are ginormous.
I was a little upset there was no tacos. Of course, you can't have fresh tacos and deliver them, far away. But still, they have some of the best tacos in town.
Back to the basketball game now. Top of the key here, the Lee. Lee, jump shot off the glass, gets it for Morgan Lee.
Looks like she closed her eyes on that one too there, Derek.
I'm speechless. They rendered me speechless.
14 points for Lee. Lost control of the ball is Jones. Passes it back outside. Looks like in is Sarah Lester for Minot State. The Bogue. Bogue underneath, wide open, gets it.
Perfect pass, quick put up. If she wouldn't have gone any farther under the basket, she wouldn't have been able to put it in.
She has 26 points for the game. The school record is 37 in one game. And she's done that twice. Yeah. Twice.
She has 10 minutes and 46 seconds left to do it.
Says the man in stripes.
Which man? There's 2 of them.
There's 3 of them.
I only see. Oh, there's that guy too.
There's that guy too.
They're so elusive.
66 to 57 with 10:44 left to go in this half. Jones, the Bogue. Bogue almost lost control of it.
Gotta bring it with you, Carly.
Bogue, the Jones. Jones almost lost control of it. A little sloppy ball handling going on the Beaver side. Outside here, the Lester. Lester back outside, going up for Jones for three, missed it.
Way off the mark.
And rebounded easily by Bemidji with 10:20 left to go. Biggest lead has been 11. It's back to a 9-point lead for Bemidji. Lee, top of the key here to McKee. McKee outside the Thompson. She's been on fire from three-point land, outside the arc, way outside the arc. And then another three by a Bemidji Beaver, brand new by Allison McKee. Actually, she made a few of them, so she's got all her points have been threes for McKee.
Nobody to help Jones at the point guard.
Wow.
Yeah. 69-57. Going up for three, did not make it, was close.
Shots just aren't falling for Minot State the way they are for Bemidji State at this point.
Biggest lead of the game is 12 points, and we're going to send it down to Jamie Council as soon as we get rolling. And Jamie, what do you have for us?
4 tickets to both games, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas.
All right, I'm here, sideline reporter this full time out. I'm here with Franny DeAngelis' parents. She's a senior, and Carol and Constantine, and they're from the wonderful state of California. How is it here in North Dakota?
It's very cold. And actually it's been, the weather's been really beautiful, but it's cold for us coming from California.
Well, at least it's a good story, and you only have to embrace it for 2 days, right?
Exactly. But it's really nice here. Francesca enjoys being here, so we're just excited to be here to see her.
Yeah. Have you guys watched her play at Minot before?
No, we haven't. We watch her on the internet.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know if they.
So it's kind of hard not being able to be able to come to her games, being in California.
And so you said that you don't want to talk about basketball, so we're going to talk fashion right now. I like that you're repping the pink.
Francesca said that I have to wear pink because of what is the event? Why I have to
breast
wear
cancer.
Oh, breast cancer. Okay, great, very good. So for that reason, I can wear any colors, even pink.
Well, it looks good on you. Thank you. Back to the game.
Well, that's a handsome couple there, pink or no pink. And that's Francesca DeAngelis' parents there with Jamie Council. And Francesca, a senior here at Minot State University from California.
All the way from California.
And they're probably enjoying this North Dakota weather.
I doubt that.
Biggest lead of the game is now 14 points, and that's all by Bemidji. Bringing outside the Bogue going up for 2 points, right into the hands, though.
Minot State just not. Minot State is just not coming up with points. And my thing is just not working, even though I had the volume all the way down.
We have a timeout, full timeout.
Another full timeout.
Oh, 30 seconds could be 30.
Seconds.
Yeah, they just said 30.
Minot State has to find a way to put the ball in the basket.
We got some stats from the media timeout, guys. What do we got?
23 minutes of play, Carly Bogue at 26 points, like you said, and you know what? Guess what? A double-double from Carly Bogue as well. 10 rebounds. She's 3 away, tying Minot State's record here.
Juan, what do you have?
Over red, we have for the Bemidji State Beavers, and they're at 56% free throw or field goal. They're at 63% from 3-point range and 62.5 from free throw range. That is a giant step from their 27% they had at the beginning of the first half.
Shannon Thompson, 20 points. Majority of those on three-pointers. She's 6 for 9 on three-pointers.
Going the other way now.
Absolutely impressive, 6 for 9.
As it's going the other way now for the Beavers, as they are down by 14 points, needed to get going. Intercepted pass right into the hands of a Bemidji player.
Real uncharacteristic pass from Sakara Molina. Usually a very great floor perception from her.
So 57-71. Bemidji in the lead by 14. Biggest lead of the game. It was at half a 3-point game.
The lead just keeps building and building, and quite frankly, the Minot State ladies just can't wake up from the halftime snooze they took.
And you know, most teams, teams get hot, teams get cold. It seems Bemidji has had players go on hot and cold streaks right at the exact right time. As one person falls into cold, misses a shot, the next person steps up and hits 1 or 2 threes in a row.
You know who hasn't been cold yet? It's Carly Bogue, as she just made another 2 points with a foul.
28 points on the game and
30 now.
30.
Yeah. 30 now after that.
Potential for 31, and you said the record for the school is 37 points in 1 game?
Yep, and it's been tied by Carly Bogue twice.
Well, this might be the night to break it, and she might need to if Minot State are looking to come out ahead on this one.
Going the other way now for Bemidji. Almost lost control of the pass. Did, and going Minot State's way. Now they got some good defensive breaks.
There we go. That's what they need to get the game rolling, and it seems everything's falling the way of Minot State, at least in the last minute and a half.
So now the Beavers get right back, 71-59. The lead is starting to close, but they still need to get some points after these defensive breaks. As it's going outside the close. The Kingsbury's in. The Safransky underneath the Bogue, almost outside, gives it back out to the Molina for 3 and gets it.
Sakara Molina finally gets another one.
Changing the game. They needed a 3-pointer. They needed a long shot. Of course, Carly Bogue can get the points down low, but sometimes you just need that extra point to help close the gap. Sakara Molina finally comes through.
She's 3 for 3 on the game for 3-pointers.
Fight for it, and there's a good defensive stand by the Beavers underneath the Bogue. Too powerful. Almost got it. Wow.
Look out, Mariah Zavik, our camera gal down there, just about got a face full of basketball.
Her first taste of action.
Now, baseline pass coming up for the Bemidji Beavers.
They're going to hop into this full court press and see what they can do about it.
The lead is back down to 9 now. Boom.
Oh.
A manageable 9. Thompson wide open
on the backside.
For Beavers. Missed the shot. Bogue rebounds it though. Gives outside to Safransky. Under pressure. Safransky back outside. Here to, I forgot her name. I'm like, I know who it is, but.
That's Morgan Close.
Picking up the foul on the floor there is Morgan Close.
Close is. She's 2 or 4. Right now. Foul must have been on as we see who it is. Allison McKee. 3rd personal, 16 foul. Back outside the Bogue. Bogue almost lost control of it. Picks up by Kingsbury. Kingsbury the Bogue. Bogue gonna power his way through, but it's gonna be a travel by Bogue.
Looks like the refs are tired of her dominance down low.
I would imagine so.
And they're gonna step into this full court press. I don't know.
Top of the key. Thompson. Under pressure, excuse me. Outside, yeah.
Tough defense by Sakara Molina, just all over number 23.
Lee under pressure, trying to get back outside. Shot clock's at 9. Gives it outside here to Lee. Lee drives up the middle, takes a shot. Rebounded by Bogue underneath the basket. Gives it to Kingsbury. Kingsbury the Jones. Jones getting past the defender. Jones all the way the other side to Molina. Molina back to Bogue. Bogue drives up in the middle, going up for 2 points. Falls at 2 points.
And she's packing the points on number 40, Carly Bogue. Absolutely putting on a show. She's just unstoppable here in the first and second half. And she has been really the only bright shining star that Minot State has been able to fall back on this entire game.
Sakara Molina is the 2nd highest scorer on the team with half of the points that Carly Bogue has. Less than half, 13 points for Sakara, and Carly's at 30 points. We are at full timeout now. And it's probably needed for the Bemidji State Beavers actually getting routed. What's the differential here? It's a 7-point game, Kyle?
Yes, it's a 7-point game right now. It's 7-point game right now. And I think we're gonna have Jamie here soon.
Neil, I'm right. Which camera?
And once again, a thank you to Spicy Pie for sponsoring this broadcast on KMSU Channel 19 for our Beaver Night. Beavers on Beavers here for the ladies game.
All right, I'm here with Carlos, which is Anthony's brother on the men's team, which is a senior. kind of an awkward angle, not gonna lie.
I know, it's okay.
What?
I said it's okay as long as we're got the angle right.
Where are you from?
Tacoma, Washington.
Did you just come for Anthony's senior games?
Yes, I did.
How are you liking Minot so far?
It's cold and snowy. So yeah, it's an adjustment.
Yeah, you're not on the West Coast anymore. I'm in California, so I understand that.
Oh yeah, I know you miss the sun.
Do you play basketball too?
No, I did. I graduated already.
Oh, okay. Oh, where did you graduate from?
Tacoma Community College.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for interviewing. Okay, see you later.
Thank you,
Back to
Jamie.
you.
All right, thank you, Jamie. As we get back, Bogue makes that point. Now we're back down. Look at that, Derek. Back to a 6-point lead. It was at 13 at one point. Excuse me, what did I write it down? 14 at one point.
And Sakara Molina right there with the hustle play, knocks it out of bounds. It's still Bemidji State ball, but that's part of the hustle plays that have brought them back from 14.
Just a back-to-back play here from both Beaver teams, but Bemidji State getting the edge on this one so far.
Now the Bemidji tries to get to. Look at that play by Kingsbury.
It is hard to couple those barrage of three-pointers that Bemidji State Beavers put on us.
2 points for Safransky coming. Excuse me, two foul shots coming up for Safransky after the foul.
They could be 2 points, Kyle.
But it's a bonus too. I forgot to mention that. It's 18 fouls, so we have a bonus. She's going up for a shot either way, so foul was on. Allison McKee, that's her 4th personal, guys.
See if Lauren's senior mentality can pull through for these free throws.
Oh, yeah, look at that. It did there. That's a spicy pie free throw right there.
That is a spicy pie 3 free throw. What's your favorite pizza from the spicy pie, Kyle?
I did like the Hawaiian.
You like
Canadian,
the Hawaiian?
Canadian bacon pineapple. That's always been my favorite pizza.
I like mixing and matching. I like jalapeno pepperoni is one of my favorites.
It
It's a weird combination.
You're a weird combination, Derek.
That doesn't make any sense.
2 free throws there by Safransky. Now, let's see how long the timeout is. It looks like by the Beavers, as they're only down by 4 points again now. At 5:50.
Full timeout.
If they're going to turn it on, it's got to be in this last 5 minutes.
5:50 left, so they have to do this. And 10 points is the magic number, I believe, for being that close game. Anything above 10, it's hard to come back. But they were down by 14 at one point, but they still had good 9:30 left to go.
I might argue that example. I think the magic numbers are going to be that 8-3 up there in the foul column. 8 fouls for Bemidji State, 3 fouls for Minot State. They've been a little bit more disciplined, with the exception of Francesca's technical. But
that's all her, by the way.
That's a ton of free throws for the Minot State University Beavers, and once they start getting those to fall, it's going to be very hard to keep them down.
What's keeping Bemidji in this game, though, is their 3-pointers. Their threes and threes and
Barrages
threes.
of them. Barrages of them.
1,
3
2,
after 3 after
3, 4, 5 players on the players.
3 of them coming in straight possessions.
Back-to-back-to-back possessions from Thompson.
Finding range, as Derek said, closing her eyes and heaving up the ball, and it is going in.
6 3-pointers by her, by Thompson.
She's having an okay day.
Okay. Just okay. Yeah. Carly Bogue's having a day then.
Derek, hopefully a lot of Bemidji's bigs are in foul trouble, and that's just only going to bode well for Bogue to continue to basically just dominate the paint like she has been doing the entire game. And without the bigs in there, she's just going to eat it up even easier.
Since that first full timeout, Thompson's been quieted down. Not a single point. She was stuck at 20, and that's still where she's at.
That's a good number to be stuck at, though, sometimes.
Unless your team needs you to keep scoring.
And right now, I think both teams need to score if they want to stay in this game, as one Beaver's coming back to the other Beaver. Leave it to Beaver. Going the other way now to the top of the keys. The Lee outside here to Thompson. Thompson going up for 3. Again, was Lee. Did not get a fight for it underneath. It's going to be a fall guaranteed under there.
Absolutely. Can't have that many hands flying around and not a whistle blown.
Thompson cooling off finally. I mean, yes, she was stuck at that 20, but she hardly even attempted a 3-point shot since.
Morgan Lee started off hot as well, and she sort of planed off after halftime. That's when Thompson picked it up, and they're both quieting down.
Koss makes that point. That's 3 points for her so far. Excuse me, 3 points, trying to make it 4 here. for free throws. That was her first free throw for Koss.
Rotating more bigs in is Bemidji State University to try and slow the train we call Carly Bogue.
Stop. Didn't get that free throw. Fight for it underneath, though. Picked up by Bemidji. Not good for Minot State. So now it's still in Bemidji's favor. The Thompson outside the Lee. Lee, the Thompson. Thompson, they're taking their three-pointers away from them. Safransky giving to Lee.
Something had to give with those three-pointers. They were killing them too much.
Lost control of the ball. Fight for it underneath. It's going to go
not the way you were expecting,
yeah.
Kyle.
I didn't say anyway. What are you talking about?
Pointed right there.
I heard you slip going the Beavers' way, and technically you are correct.
I am correct, see. Go Beavers. Minot State Beavers. Going up for a spin move for her own. Bogue gets it right back.
Bogue, another rebound.
Fight for it underneath the Kingsbury.
Ooh, that was pretty close to an over and back, but
Jones.
Just in time is Jones.
I know the season's still in progress, but I'm sort of excited to see the Bogue twins back in action together next year.
Safransky for three, did not get it. Rebounded by Kingsbury's been having a decent defensive game. Safransky did not get that three off. Block shot almost. Safransky just all around the court.
A physical brand of basketball these Bemidji State University ladies play. There's just, as soon as there's a ball goes inside, if it's not Bogue or somebody dominating, they are swatting at the ball to trying to jar that thing loose.
Now for Thompson, taking away that for Molina. Thompson going up for a weird two, and that's a foul. Weird shot.
And I don't know if Sakara Molina looks very, very disappointed, or I could say angry at that last call.
Foul was on. Sakara Molina, second personal, fifth team foul. Fouls are starting to creep up on the Minot State Beavers, and that didn't help us. Thompson gets an air point.
Seems like I jinxed them. I told them that they were playing disciplined ball, and since then, two really frequent fouls came right back to back.
Franchise checks back in. Hopefully she can try and looks like, you know, Bemidji has kind of put on a couple more points here. They've been kind of on a run of their own since the foul started. Hopefully Franchise can put a little more energy into this game.
Back to a 7-point lead. Minot State with 4 minutes left to go.
There's her
DeAngelis off the mark, though. I think she wasn't. I think that technical has kind of made her uncomfortable now.
Maybe it was the fact that we interviewed her parents, got her nervous.
They're cool. What are you talking about? Getting outside here, none the Monos. Excuse me, wrong side. Going outside here to Althoff.
Oh. 2 shots, foul on Alicia Jones.
That's 16 foul. That's gonna be a foul, like you said, on Alicia Jones for the first personal. And now we got some free throws coming up.
Minot State has not been able to put a ball in the basket, whether, you know, from anywhere on the floor here in the past couple minutes after it looked like they were gaining the momentum.
75-67 now. We are back now to a 8-point lead for Bemidji, trying to make it 9. And makes that one. We're back to a 9-point lead for Bemidji. They were at once leading by 14.
Oof.
There was a bad pass.
Bounce pass through traffic from Molina, denied and picked up by Bemidji.
Going the other way now. Too close. Excuse me. Keep flipping the wrong way. The Thompson.
Keeping the ball out and running the clock out is Bemidji State.
Thompson. Back to just blasting back and forth.
Shot clock rolling down to 7 seconds.
Thompson for 3, did not get it rebounded by Bogue, just went up like Superwoman and got it out.
Carly's going to do it herself, it looks like.
Nope,
Again, the Molina, and it's
it doesn't count. And the charge.
Yeah.
Nope, it's a block.
Yeah, it's a block, yeah.
It was a block.
That was a close one.
It was a close one.
I don't... Why am I in between you two?
So we can both look at you judgingly.
Say something wrong, I guess. What can you do? Either way, we got 2 shots coming up for Bogue.
2 shots. Bogue at 31 points.
Excuse me, it's bonus, so it's 1 and 1, and she wants that one back. 76-67. Sheila Green-Gertie wants to play some pass.
9-point game with 2:51 left. I know the people at home can't see the clock. but we're rolling down the final minutes of this one.
And it's the final minutes. Thank you to Spicy Pie for tonight's broadcast, and the food wouldn't have been possible without Spicy Pie. 2:51 left here to go in the first half, 76-67. Kyle Patterson, Derek Hackett, and Juan Vadell here at 2:51 left to go.
Breast Cancer Awareness Night for Minot State University tonight. And let's take a look at some scores around the NSIC. St. Cloud State actually leading MSU Moorhead 65-53 with 2:21 left in that game.
And so a very close game going on over there for St. Cloud State and MSU Moorhead. There at 2 minutes left, like you said. I don't think we're going to have a Jamie interview this round.
We're on a full timeout, and this might be another game changer as the Lady Beavers from Minot State are down 9 points.
It was at 6 just not too long ago, but then all of a sudden it flip-flopped to it was at 1 point 14 points. So
and it was as low as 4.
It was as low as even for a while.
Yeah. Well, it started even.
Yeah. No handicap? Like bowling?
Not today.
So here we go with 2:51 left to go in the game. Hanging on to the ball is Bemidji. They're going to run out that clock.
Alicia Jones on tough pressure, hopefully trying to catch a steal.
Going outside here, the Lee. Lee going on the Warmack.
Sakara Molina 30 points away on the season from getting 1,000 points.
Going up for Thompson.
Bogue with the big swat.
2:26 left here to go. Baseline pass coming up for DeAngelis, gives it to Jones. Jones, here the Bogue, the Francesca. DeAngelis going up for 2, did not make it. Rebounded easily though.
Minot State gonna have to find any way to put in a basket here.
The Lee's gonna give it to Thompson. The Thompson and Lee combo have been devastating to the Beavers.
Oh, wide open in the corner.
For McKee.
Won't matter.
Did not make it. 2 minutes. Is Safransky. Safransky going up for a weird 2-pointer.
Beautiful.
That was awesome by Safransky.
Absolutely, that was strong with the ball. She had a girl all over, still able to come out with the basket and the possible
8
and
points. 8 points for her so far. That's the 4th personal for Shannon Thompson. She's been on fire though, so they would lose a big person if they didn't have. If they had 5 fouls, Thompson did.
So Fransky's actually at 9 points on the day.
9, excuse me.
Make that 10.
They
down
needed
by
that.
6 the Beavers are right now, 70-76, 1:55 left.
It's
with the full court press on, a very, very heavy one.
And they still
They're going to try and trap Bemidji way deep in their zone, but they pass half.
They still have one more foul yet, in a way, before they hit 7. Given outside to Thompson. Travel there by Thompson. Good defense.
You have to dribble the ball.
Slippery shoes.
70-76. And it is 1:38 left here to go. The Beavers still have plenty of time to score 6 points, couple 3-pointers, and it's tied with a good defense. Jones, outside here to Safransky. For Safransky to Jones, top of the key. Outside the Molina. Molina bounce pass underneath to Safransky. Safransky all the way to the other side for Close. Close for 3 points off the mark and right into the hands. Close needs to follow her shots if they have a chance.
Morgan has not been close on many threes this game, pun intended.
1:14 left to go. Under pressure is Thompson. Excuse me, it's the lead to Thompson. 1 minute left, 15 seconds on the shot clock. They're playing man-to-man now. Shot clock at 8. The Molina. The Safransky.
Look for the trap here.
Out underneath, going up for a jump shot. This could be the killer, and there it is.
8-point game with 52 seconds left to play.
That's
tough
the
to
game.
come back from there.
Molina going up for 2 points, too powerful though. And this might wrap it up for the Minot State Beavers. They're going to follow the way all the way until the end of this game.
Molina on a desperation play. They call the foul on her. And yes, that last 2-point looks like it could have been the dagger for Minot State here.
But the 6-point game. 6-point. Did they count the last one? There it is, 78.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now at the line is Warmack.
Looks like we're going to take a timeout here, Kyle.
It's going to be probably a full.
Spicy Pie full timeout, guys.
We'll see.
Spicy Pie,
Yep,
located at Beaver Ridge, right across the street from Minot State University campus. Very Minot State friendly, great place to grab lunch if you're a student, or if you're out in the workforce, former student. Feel free to go there and grab a pizza by the slice.
Yeah, buddy. They have delicious pizza.
Very good pizza.
And they even have an open bar and also some. So with that, there's 45 seconds left in the game, 78-70. As we're going to get ready to roll here. As we're waiting patiently as Bemidji is in the lead by 78-70. Then by the second half, Minot State needs to win out, I believe. They have a home game from here on out if they lose this one. But then they have to have University of Mary lose the next 2 or 3 out of the last remaining games to get the home game.
And Mary just lost to Concordia St. Paul 78-63 yesterday.
So either way, if we lose this one, Mary is still a game ahead of Minot State. But we would have been tied if they won tonight, the Beavers, and then they had a chance for a home playoff game from here on out if they keep winning from here on out. Yeah.
8 points. I've seen crazier things, but it's looking more and more bleak for Minot State University.
So now we got some free throws coming up for Warmack. She misses that one.
That was her first attempt on the game.
And a big offensive board there by number 23. Causing for the jump ball, going the way of Bemidji State.
Allison McKee. 44
seconds. That was
seconds.
a big offensive rebound there.
.43 seconds remaining there, Kyle, and as you would expect,
following it out. This is the long part of the game.
It's like we can finish each other's sandwiches. That's right.
Speaking of sandwiches,
Spicy Pie, great sandwiches.
That sounds good actually. Right now.
Taco grinder, ham, turkey, everything.
Everything grinder is my favorite. Warm everything grinder has to be.
Thompson gets a point there. Thompson's just been on fire. 3, 6, 9.
Bemidji pulling
12.
all pulling all of their rebounders from the lane. Going to go play some deep defense. Doesn't really matter.
Shannon Thompson has 18 points from three-point land. And it's now a 10-point lead with 36 seconds left. Molina going for 3 to try and make this game closer than it appeared.
Rogue, another rebound.
Going outside the Jones. Jones going up for 2 off the mark. Fight for it underneath. It looks like it's going to be fall, though.
None of these threes are even close. The girls are throwing up in desperation.
It's hard when they just continue to rush and rush and rush all of their three-point shots. From the beginning of the game, we've been seeing that.
So Minot State will fall to the Bemidji Beavers. 0-2 at the record and 0-2 this season. A season sweep by Bemidji. I've seen stranger things happen, though. They could come back from
10-point game, 11
now.
Game, 25.3 seconds remaining. This would take a
miracle. 3 miracles.
Lack of a better word, miracle.
The last senior, I think, is that's number. That's that last senior checking in, isn't it? For the last 25 seconds. Yes.
Yep.
Janelle Wong.
Janelle Wong.
She's had a problem. She had surgery on her foot, I believe, from what they said early at the press conference today. Wong's going to try to go up and try to get some points for her. That would have been amazing if she made that.
You have to feel for a senior that missed essentially her entire season.
She still gets the last roughly 4 games to get in, sub in. But now going out the Molina, the Wong. Juan going for a 3.
Juan tried to take it with 10 seconds left and just won't happen.
Yeah,
5.
Neither would a Beaver
It's tough
win.
to come into a game from sitting all game and hitting a 3-pointer from no matter where you are.
So that's the end of the game. The final score, the Bemidji Beavers, 81, and the Minot State Beavers, 70. So guys, it was a close game, 3-point game at the half. And now it's right back outside here to an 11-point lead and win for Bemidji.
Really kept a theme there with 11 points. Was the difference for the majority of the game, Kyle, if I'm not mistaken. When it was in double digits, it was about 11-point difference, and Minot State just couldn't figure it out and get back into it.
And with that, they couldn't get back into it, and they have to win the next 4 games to keep this going. We're going to have a Jamie interview here very soon with Sheila Green-Girding, and we're going to figure out, actually, we're going to have Lauren Safransky and it's going to be here. So we're going to get ready here very soon with actually Sheila Green-Girding. Once again, it's 11-point lead for Bemidji. We still have the men's game coming up here in about 25 minutes or so, and we'll be broadcasting that live also. Brought to you by Spicy Pie.
And the women's game here will conclude, but they will get another shot to redeem themselves tomorrow against Crookston right here at Minot State University for senior night.
And senior night's tomorrow. Tonight's Breast Cancer Awareness Night, and we're going to have Sheila Green-Girding here, so we're going to send it down here very soon with a couple of the seniors, it looks like.
Looks like Jamie's going to line up with the hyphen Sheila Green-Girding, coach of the Minot State University Beavers, along with senior Lauren Safransky. And Lauren, what do you have for us?
All right, I'm here with seniors Lauren Safransky and Francesca DeAngelis. Both seniors here on the basketball team and in the broadcasting department too, but tough loss here tonight. But on a good note, I know both of your guys' parents are in town, but I know that they just kept on hitting all those shots and just, it's kind of unlucky, but can you say, reflect a little bit on the game for me, Lauren?
Yeah. Obviously, it's upsetting when you have one person maybe shoot, maybe 6 threes on us. It was really frustrating. It was a really frustrating game, and I really wanted to get. I think we all wanted to get that win, and hopefully tomorrow we can come out a lot better defensively because we weren't defensively sound at all.
Well, good luck tomorrow, definitely, and have fun with your parents from here from Minneapolis. So that's nice. And Franny, really tough loss. I mean, you guys kind of got a little bit of a spurt going, but then just came up short. What are your thoughts on the game tonight?
We could have executed way better. Yeah, they hit some shots, but it's all about changing what we're doing and trying to adjust to what they were doing. And we didn't emphasize on that as well as we wanted to. But yeah, their outside shots killed us.
Yeah, and I know this is your first and last year playing for MSU, and tomorrow night's your last night in the Dome, so I know that's special, and it's also special because your parents are here tonight from California. So what does it mean to you just to have them here supporting you in your last games here at the Dome?
And honestly, it means the world to me right now. Just to have their support. They never get to see me play, very rare, and they don't even know anything about basketball, so it's just fun because they're here to support, not because of the game. They love me if I win or lose, if I have a bad game or have a good game.
Yeah, I was talking to your dad earlier, and he said, don't ask me any basketball questions in my interview. Let's talk soccer, fashion, and the weather. And then he's...
Fashion mostly.
Yeah, he said that you made him wear the pink shirt tonight.
I did. I was like, Dad, you need to wear pink.
He popped his collar.
No, I saw.
Well, anyways, good luck tomorrow, and thank you so much. All right, and up next is head coach Sheila Green-Girding. Hi, Sheila. Tough loss tonight for you guys. Can you say a few words about the game?
Bottom line is they hit a lot of shots, and we didn't shoot the ball particularly well. We didn't finish from the free throw line. I mean, those are free throws. You got to make those, and the little things really come back to bite you. And I thought first half we didn't have any energy, and we kind of put ourselves in that situation. We crawled back in it and had a chance to kind of take the lead, and then we made some real bad mental mistakes and gave them a 4-point turnaround. and then it kind of was over. We never had a chance to recover. We never got back in it, and we never had a chance to take the lead. So, you can't make those kind of mistakes. They had everything they threw up. They had no conscience tonight, and we didn't have an answer for it.
Yeah, it seemed like every time you guys started to get a little bit of momentum going, number 21 hit every single three there for a while. So, I mean, that's definitely tough. But hopefully you guys can pick up from this loss and go into tomorrow. What are you going to say to your team to maybe get them to pick up the energy going into tomorrow's game?
Well, bottom line, that's back-to-back games. You can't, you can't sit and dwell on it. Bottom line is we've got to turn around tomorrow and play a good game. And it's parents' night, it's senior night. We got to come out with a lot of energy and hopefully come out with a win.
Okay, well, good luck tomorrow, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, so the Beavers, Minot State Beavers, fell just short against the Bemidji Beavers, but they're back at it in less than 24 hours, and we have the boys' game coming up in a little bit. So back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Jamie, as we are back up here. And once again, the men's game is warming up here soon. We're going to have some stats here very soon. And once again, it's a tough loss by the Minot State Beavers, and they have to come back right again tomorrow to play. Forget who they're playing tomorrow. They're playing
Crookston
tomorrow.
University of Minnesota Crookston tomorrow.
So with that, we're going to get some stats on the board, and let's take it away, you guys.
Hey, look, Sheila Green-Gertie commented on their free throw percentage, and it wasn't great. It was below 60% on the game, and you can't have that, especially when there's so many fouls being committed against you. You miss out on 40% of those free points. You just can't have that.
I know, once again, free point percentage is major, but another look on the other side, the Beavers on the other side had 68%, so they were shooting quite a bit from free throw land for the Bemidji Beavers.
Far more efficient on the other side of the court.
Yep, they started a little shaky, but there at the end, they ended up with 68.4%. They went 50% from free throw land and 48% for field goals. Minot State just couldn't get it done. 38.5% for field goals, 23.5% from three-point land, and as you said, just under 60% in free throws. It's very, very tough to win a game when you have stats and percentages like that.
Carly Bogue, I mean, hats off to her. She played hard for 33 minutes and scored just about a point a minute, 31 points on the game. But the more impressive stat, 16 rebounds. Unbelievable. That breaks Minot State's all-time school record by 3. She's now the all-time leading rebounder here for women's basketball.
Rewriting record books. That's what
she still has one more year.
She has one more year. This is a single season record. She has another game still.
Yeah, exactly, and that's going to be insane. So now, looking at the other side, though, as the rebounds, once again, they're close. Turnovers. Not many turnovers in this game, it seemed. Maybe there's more. I don't know.
Well, 4-point differential in turnovers. Minot State having the edge on that one with 11 to 15 ratio, but they protected the ball fairly well. Both teams did throughout the game. The real issue here was fouls.
It was.
Looking at points now, we're going to start with Bemidji on the side for points. Looking at Kate Warmack had 8, 15 for Jessie Altoff, 14 for Morgan Lee, 24 for Shannon Thompson, 13 for Allison McKee, 3 points for Melissa Youngblood, and 1 point for Emily Reichert, and 3 points for Emily Koss for Bemidji State.
And looking at the Minot State Beavers, we got Carly Bogue with a big 31. We got Lauren Safransky at 10, Sakara Molina at 13, Alicia Jones at 5, and Francesca DeAndros with a very low 4. Morgan Close rounds it off at 7 for a total of 70 points.
Let's play off that a little bit, and let's check out our Spicy Pie player of the game real quick here. And surprise, surprise for Minot State, that player was actually Carly Bogue from Australia, the junior, 6'2" junior from Australia. She had,
31
60%
points
from the field, 31 points, 16 rebounds, 11 of those rebounds were defensive rebounds. Hey, if we were winning a prize for who picked the impact player of the game, I'd win, right, guys?
Yeah, of
course.
You win. Well, another key factor is that DeAngelis, after that technical, everything seemed to get off. And one of my factors in the game is she is like a stimulus to the team.
Yep.
And it just wasn't there.
Absolutely. I'm glad that she's not stimulating the economy right now, because we'd be in trouble with her attitude towards the end. But I can't blame her necessarily. When you get teed up, that really takes some wind out of your sails.
Yes, it does. Takes wind, especially with Minot State. I mean, they play such a fast-paced game. They like the breakaways, they like the steals, they like the rebounds with the outlet pass. But when you have someone standing there and shooting 5 or 6 free throws in a row, it really slows the game down, and it kind of really lulls you into that. Slowness.
I think with that, we're going to wrap up this women's game here for tonight. So the 2003 women's game brought to you by the broadcast department and Spicy Pie. Can't forget Spicy Pie. And now we're going to get ready for the men's game. So the men's game is going to be here in about 17 minutes, and we're going to have a pregame show all coming up here in about, we'll say about 10, 15 minutes before we get rolling for the pre-show. So with that, it's going to be Kyle Patterson, Derek Hackett, Juan, Vadell. We'll all be back here for the men's show, and we're going to have probably a lot of fun here as we're going to roll.
Absolutely.
And we're going to take it off here. So we'll be back. Once again, thank you to Spicy Pie for providing the food and also the donation and also the sponsorship for tonight's game. So we're going to roll it up to the men's game, and we're going to, I guess, be back here in about 10 minutes here on KMSU Channel 19.